Hello, kings and queens. So I'm back and I came to talk about. Do you guys remember when I was saying that I was in a toxic situation and I would talk about it once I got out of it? So I'm here to talk about it. So I was at a very toxic job, a good paying job, and we like to interpret a good job because it pays good. I now see that no matter how much a job pays, if it's toxic and unbearable, the pay does not matter. If it's toxic and unbearable, the pay does not matter. God will provide. If you are extremely overwhelmed and you express that and they don't care and they continue to pile things on you, that's toxic. If you feel like your mental is being tampered with because of all of the stress a job is giving you, that is toxic. If you see other people around you being able to take off and have vacations and have free days, and you feel like you can't take one day off without being overwhelmed or thinking about how overwhelmed you would be coming back, that is toxic. If your manager completely disregards your mental anguish or your feelings of being overwhelmed or whatever you may have you, that is toxic. So I was working at this job. I will not say the name, but it was very toxic. I've been there for 4 years, and my team was short-staffed 3 out of the 4 years. Multiple people on my team have expressed to the higher-ups that help was needed, and it was ignored on multiple occasions. If one person was overwhelmed, they would just take work from that overwhelmed individual and give it to another overwhelmed individual, which makes absolutely no sense. I would log out from work every day with a migraine, and that itself is unhealthy. It's messing with my health, messing with me being a mother, messing with me on a daily basis. It wasn't a good situation. I, out of my whole team, was there the least amount of time. Everybody else on my team was there 10 plus years, and they dealt with the toxic environment because it was great pay for them. I'm not sure if you guys have ever been in this situation, but I don't feel like being paid well gives a company the right to treat you like a robot, or the right to be toxic or not care about your feelings, or not care about if you're overwhelmed or if you need help, and they ignore it. This was the situation at this job. Even though my team was overwhelmed and short-staffed, they still would ask us to help other teams. They were hiring people for the other teams, while we spent years with no additional help. It was a bit crazy, and I kept my cool all 4 years, and I told myself I was going to make a plan to get out of there, and I made that plan, and I executed that plan, and I exited the job. A lot of people were shocked because I wasn't one to talk to a lot of people, because I was trying to cope with what was going on at the workplace. But I felt like me exiting or me leaving would expose management and how they were treating us. So that's what I did. I exposed my higher ups. I included HR in an email, a few customers, and I expressed, like I just expressed to you guys, how toxic the workplace was and how upper management did not care because you were being paid well. Mental health is nothing to play with, and I've seen a lot of mental anguish throughout my team, but they still went on every day because of the good pay. If this is your situation, maybe you should be the one that stands up. Maybe you should be the one to say, no, enough is enough. When I can't do this anymore, I'm going to say something so that I can help somebody else. Because God will provide. Maybe you're at that workplace to expose whoever, upper management or whoever else that is very toxic, that people ignore their behaviors for years and let it pass for years. It's one specific person that I exposed. They let her be toxic for 20 plus years. And I felt like that was completely gross. But God places us where we need to be placed at the time. And I was placed there to do my job, yes, to see what everybody else was going through, to go through that, and to leave and expose her, and hopefully it will help better the jobs of the people that are still there. Think about that. Think about maybe you might be that person that God is using in that situation to help others. Sometimes we say, well, why am I in this? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. But if you trust God or you are a believer, you know we're serving Him. So maybe you are that person that He is using to expose some people or to help other people or to better a situation for a lot of other people. Think about that and let me know in the comments.